of Central High School. We'll be back with more about tonight's game after this word from Merle.
Thank you, Denny. Tonight's game is presented by Dog and Suds Drive-In Restaurant of Roaring Spring, home of the world's premium root beer. By Kenneth C. Silver Insurance and Real Estate of Roaring Spring, your protection, our greatest concern. Varner's Pharmacy of Roaring Spring, accurate prescription service assured. And Feather Petroleum of Martinsburg, suppliers of Phil Heat and other Phillips 66 products. Feather service will tickle you.
Thank you, Merle Ebersole, and I believe we have our national anthem by the Tyrone High School Band.
Denny, I had a standing
Central's going to be building some permanent bleachers, and I think they could take a good lesson here. I know the Tyrone just recently renovated, and they got a beautiful field, Merle.
Denny, I don't know much about football, but I would say that the facilities are beautiful here. The press box is roomy, spacious, just about everything we could ask for, except perhaps we would prefer if those loudspeakers were somewhere else. But otherwise, it's beautiful. The field looks beautiful. It's grassy, and looks like it's well drained, and the stands are spacious. It's just ideal, Denny.
The toss and will receive. Central will kick off from the north goal. Tyrone will defend the south goal.
All right, you just heard it over the public address. I'm sure he's coming through. The captains met out in the field, and Tyrone won the toss, and they're going to be receiving. So the Scarlet Dragons will be kicking off from our left, and Tyrone will be receiving our right. So we'll be back with a kickoff. Merle, how about a commercial?
Dog and Suds Drive-In, Route 36, Roaring Spring, is a booster of the Central School Scarlet Dragons. This friendly reminder, after the game, stop in at Dog and Suds and try a delicious, tasty coney dog with French fries, a creamy root beer. You'll light up with joy. So good. Try Dog and Suds' delicious crisp chicken or shrimp. So bring the kids along. Enjoy wholesome food at the Dog and Suds Drive-In Restaurant in Roaring Spring. Another fine, community-minded business. So after the game or just any time for a quick snack, stop at Dog and Suds Drive-In Restaurant, Roaring Spring.
Thank you, Merle. You've been talking about, wait a minute, hold on.
Detweiler, Irvin, and LaRosa.
All right, Detweiler, Irwin, and LaRosa back to receive. Jim, you're standing on the court. Jim, you're all tied up here. Okay, Jim standing cut off the court. Hey, Merle, you're talking about Dogs and Suds. I promised Jerry Ritchie I'd say something real nice the other night, tonight about his milkshakes. He gave me one the other night, a real thick one, and said if I said something nice, he'd give me a free one. So may we all say something nice, we'll get a free one. All right, back to football. This is what we're here for tonight. Is football, and the Dragons are lined up. We got 3 men deep to receive for the Golden Eagles. Ron Holsinger will do the kicking for the Scarlet Dragons. Okay, they're lined up. The official has his hand up in the air. Big crowd here tonight, about 6,000 people. There's the whistle. Holsinger approaches the ball. It's a real short kick. Hits down, rolls down to about the 20. Gets to his hands down there. Picked up by number 22. He's hit back on the 15-yard line and thrown down there right away. Number 21, Marlon Zook down there to make the tackle. Johnny Balls, you're also in there to help make that tackle, and Tyrone takes off now. 1st and 10 on their own 15-yard line. Rick Banks, the quarterback, brings them out in a wing tee with a flanker far to the right this time. Covered over there by Jerome Conlon. Banks, hands off, throws back to the right side of the line. He gets around one end. Jerome Conlon has a shot at him, breaks away, and comes up to the 20-yard line. He drives it up to about the 20. About a 5-yard pickup. You're probably going to get more off the PA system than you are me. We couldn't see who made the tackle, but it's Mike Mock brought him down. After a pickup, I would say more 4.5. Let's make it a 4-yard pickup, bring up a 2nd down and 6 now for the Golden Eagles of Tyrone. Rick Banks, the quarterback, brings them out. T formation this time. Banks throws off, back to his left, being chased behind the line of scrimmage. He's being chased back there. He's hit behind the line by Jerome Conlon, and bang, he's thrown back on the 15-yard line. Bob Irwin, the ball carrier, loses it right back. Jerome Conlon came up from his linebacker position, and he smacked him behind the line, and he threw him back on the 15. A good play, Jim Williams, by Jerome Conlon.
You're right, Denny. It looks like the boys are up for this game. I noticed one thing right away. Central showed great pursuit on the both outside sides.
Okay, it's 3rd down and 10 now for the Golden Eagles. Banks, the quarterback, brings them out. Banks, handoff, reverse, hitting his own backfield, gets back across the 15, and half the Dragon line brings him down. LaRosa was the ball carrier. He got maybe 2 or 3 yards, and it's going to bring up a 4th and about 7. Brian Gates hit him first over there, and then the whole left side of the Scarlet Dragon line came in, and what a defensive game they've got. All right, Zook Knox back to receive the kick, and it's a good one. Comes down about the 50-yard line. Ricky, fumble, and let's see, Central recovers. Marlon Zook couldn't hold the ball. It slipped through his hands, and Tyrone was on him right away, but Bobby Wareham quickly recovered. So it's 1st and 10 for the Scarlet Dragons now on the 50. All right, there was a flag on the play, but it was against Tyrone for illegal procedure, and Central chooses to take the ball, and they've got it now. now, 1st and 10, right at midfield. All right, the Scarlet Dragons are out in the huddle. They can't break the huddle now. Wareham, Mock, and Oldham with end split to the right this time. Bryden Ball to quarterback, handoff. Mike Mock through the left side of the line, gets about a yard. He's hit. Maybe a pickup, yard and a half, maybe 2 yards. He was hit and driven back, but he spun off and forged ahead, took it across the 50 and down to about the Tyrone 49, so it's going to bring up a second down and about 9 now for the Dragons. Okay, Bryden Ball brings him out. Bobby Wareham, a flanker to the far right, handoff. George Oldham hit behind the line. Is that Oldham? Wait till we see who the ball carrier was there. Number 36, Nevin Gokenair, running from the halfback position. Never quite got started, and he's thrown back on about the 46, and it's going to bring up a third down and 14 now for the Scarlet Dragons. All right, Jim, we saw some passing last week. We got a definite passing situation now. What do you think?
I don't think there's much choice there, Denny. He's going to have to throw the ball, my estimation.
All right, Bryden Ball brings him out. He sets Nevin Gokenair as a flanker to left. Bryden Ball fades. He looks. He throws. He's got a man open. Overthrown, incomplete. He was intended for Mike Mock downfield, but it was incomplete, so it's going to bring up a big 4th and 14 now for the Scarlet Dragons. All right, Central goes into punt formation. A bad snap from center, but he gets it away. Ron Holsinger kicks, hits down on the 30, rolls down across the 25, and it's going to go out of bounds down there. Rome Collin downfield to cover. Goes out on the 25-yard line, and the Golden Eagles take over there 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line. Okay, Rick Banks brings them out. It's 1st and 10 now for Tyrone on their own 25-yard line. Banks, delayed buck up the middle, and bang, he goes nowhere. They diagnosed that beauty and brought him down. There's about 4 or 5 of them in there. I see Mike Mock. I see Nevin Gokenair. Lee Erdy in there, brought him down. He picked up about 2. It's going to bring up a second down and 8 now for Tyrone. Clock shows 7:58 left in the first quarter. No score in the ball game. All right, Banks. Hands off to the right side of the line. Bang! He got the line of scrimmage, and he was met over there on the left side. Bob Irwin, the ball carrier. Brian Gates diagnosed it beautifully. Give him a yard on it. That's it. Good defensive play out here so far by the Scarlet Dragons. He got a 1-yard pickup. It brings up a big 3rd and 7. They're looking good on defense. Okay, Rick Banks brings him out on a big 3rd and 7 now. All right, Banks made the pass. Good pursuit, and Banks fumble. He was hit back there. No, he rolled it. It was incomplete. It was incomplete. But boy, was he smashed back there on about the 20-yard line. Mike Mock and Brian Gates went crashing through there and smashed him. And okay, they're in kick formation. He gets a good kick. Up, beaut. Ricky Unks way back. Unks takes it down on about the 30-yard line, and he's hit and dropped on the 35. It dropped on the 35-yard line, and the Dragons take over 1st and 10 on their own 35. There's a flag on the play there, and it's a big one, 15 yards being walked off against the Golden Eagles for grabbing a face mask. Yes, sir, that brings her up to midfield. They called it unsportsmanlike conduct, a little piling on, and Central's starting again on their 50. So far, she's been played in Tyrone territory, Jim. What a defense we got out there changing these boys to tackle.
We sure do, Denny. This ball right now is sitting, I would say, within inches where they started first series before.
Okay, Bryden Ball brings him out, sets a man far to the left this time, calls the signals out there, puts a man in motion to the right. George Oldham up the middle, and he might go. He breaks about 4 tackles, and he's down over the 40, down to about the 35-yard line, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Scarlet Dragons, and they're on the move. Well, I'll tell you, we're moving the ball here now, and this is the kind of Central team that we've been looking for, and they really look sharp. They came out to play ball tonight. We got Orville Sheehan and Brian Gates playing tackles, and boy, and Mike Mock in the linebacker, Rome Collin, and boy, the defense looks good. All right, Bryden Ball brings him out on the 1st and 10. Pitch back, Bobby Wareham, right side of the line, breaks one man, hit over there and dumped. Boy, he just got across the line of scrimmage. If he'd have got that man, he'd have broke. Bob Irwin came up from his defensive safety and hit him. But boy, if he'd have got by him, he'd have been going. So it's a pickup of 1, and it brings up a second down and 9. Ball on about the 34. Okay, Dave Bryden Ball brings him out. Sets 2 men, Mike Mock and Nevin Gokenair to the left. Handoff, Oldham up the middle, and he's getting another big one. He's down close to the 20. I don't think he got the first down. He didn't get the first down, but he's down to about the 21-yard line. That's the 26. Make that the 26-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 situation now for the Jim Williams, they got a good sustained drive going now. This is the big third down play.
They sure are. They're running that off tackle with George Orleman. There's a big hole there every time.
All right, same formation. He sends Mike Mock and Evan Guggenauer to the left, sends a man in motion to the right. Same play, George Odom up the middle, and I think he's got it. It's going to be first down. It is. It's a first down for the Scarlet Dragons down across the 25 to the 24. First and 10 for Central. Okay, Dave Brideball brings them out. Clock shows 4 minutes, 52 seconds. There's an offside. They jumped. Tyrone jumped offside. We'll wait for the official to mark it, see if they were drawn or Central. I think Central drawn them offside. 5 yards. It's against the Scarlet Dragons, moving the ball back to about the 29. Penalty against the Dragons, moves it back to the 29. It's going to bring up a first down and 15 now. The penalty occurring before the play. Okay, Dave Brideball brings them out. He looks over the defense, calls the signals, hands off. Mike Mock up the middle, breaks the tackle, but he's hit. Gets maybe up to the, make it the 27-yard line, pick up maybe 1 or 2 yards. We'll wait for the official to spot the ball.
1 yard.
Picked up, maybe make it a yard or make it none. I'd say it's about line of scrimmage. Maybe give me a yard, make it a second down and 14 now. And I'll be very surprised, Jim, if we don't see a pass again.
Yeah, Denny, Dave's handing off to George Odom that's keeping this line honest that might lose some secondary a little bit now.
All right, he brings them out and sends 2 men to the right this time. He's got Greg Irons and Rome Collin, and he pays the pass. It's a screen out in the flat, overthrown. But good pursuit against Brideball, and he just had Bobby Wareham out in the flat. But whether the pursuit was good, and he just couldn't get the pass out there. So it's third and long yardage now, 3rd and 14. But we got the ball resting on the 29-yard line. Mike Mock in, Rome Collin out. So we'll see what happens now on the big 3rd and 14. All right, Brideball brings him out on the big 3rd and 14. He pays the pass. He can't find a man. He throws across the middle. Incomplete. He didn't see a man. He had Evan Guggenauer over on the right, but he didn't see him, and he threw across the middle to Greg Irons, but he was covered well, so it brings up a 4th and 14 now. So the Dragons moving good here. Their defense is tremendous. They need to score right now to really get something moving. It's 3 minutes and 46 seconds. We haven't had a timeout yet, and would you believe it or not, you think I asked for it. There's a timeout on the field, and with a timeout, here's Merle.
Thank you, Denny. The average person doesn't have the slightest idea what ingredients go into that prescription he's taking. Because his trusted doctor gives it to him, he takes it with confidence that it will cure the ailment it was meant for. Well, at Varner's Pharmacy in Roaring Spring, you can have the same confidence. When you take a prescription to Varner's, you know it will be filled precisely to the directions your doctor has ordered. You never get substitutes. You never get inferior ingredients. Next time you have a prescription to be filled, take it to Varner's Pharmacy in Roaring Spring.
Okay, Jim Williams, thank you, Merle, for the commercial. She's 4th and 14, Jim, with the ball on the 29, and the Tyrone certainly couldn't move in their 2 series of downs. We've kept the ball on the Tyrone end of the field, and she's a big 4th down now.
Well, so far, Denny, it's surely been a defensive game. I hope the coaches picked this out, Denny. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I think it was Guggenauer that's been open several times now, and Brideball hasn't seemed to be able to pick out his receivers.
No, well, on that screen pass, he had pursuit, but I just look across the field, and I see Fred Guerin, another coach up there on the earphone, so they'll pick it up. Okay, it's a 4th down now. Brideball brings him out. He pays the pass this time. Let's see. He's running. He's going to run. He's waving a man downfield. He throws to Guggenauer. There's a little bumping down there. Incomplete. It's incomplete. Brideball looked a little bit like Rossite from Aldiesburg last week, running to his right, but he couldn't. Guggenauer tried to get open, and he had 3 men on him. So the Golden Eagles take over, 1st and 10. Banks, hands off. He breaks the tackle. Bob Irwin, the ball carrier. Now, wait a minute. Irwin brings it up Rome Conlon goes out to cover him. Rick Banks, the quarterback, calls the signals. He fades the pass. He's a left-handed passer. He throws. He's got his man, and he's hit and brought down out here after a good gain. Ken Koff made the save for Central on the 35-yard line.
Banks to the memo is complete up to the Central 35-yard line.
Banks throws to DeMemo, the left hand, and he threw the left-hand pass. I don't think anybody knew he was a left-handed passer, and he had a man out in the open. He had good pursuit, but he got it away, and they got a 1st and 10 on the Central 35, and now they're moving. All right. The officials momentarily take a time out. They're looking at something here. I think, well, they're moving the yard marker back. So the Golden Eagles are on the move now. All right, they start the clock now. Clock shows 2:34, and Rick Banks, the quarterback, brings them in. He sets a man toward the right on every play. We got him covered well. All right, hands off, middle line. He's getting yardage up the middle, and he drives down across the 30-yard line. Kevin Gokenauer down there. We'll pick him up as they come up. Lee Yurdy in there. Moves her down to the 29-yard line. It's going to bring up a second down at about 4 now for the Golden Eagles. Jim, it seems like they found something in the middle of the Scarlet Dragon line.
They sure did, Denny. There's a weakness there somewhere, and when he fakes the handoff, this boy can roll out to the left, Denny. I don't center line has to play a left-handed quarterback.
All right, it's a pitch out to the right. He's got running yard. He's being chased over there. He gets down across the 25, down to the 20. Driven out of bounds. I think he's down over the 20-yard line. Bob Irwin, the ball carrier. Let's see what the pickup is over there. Make it a 5-yard pickup. 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles, and they're on the move. They moved her down to the 22-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and 10. And I think this man in motion might have us a little bit messed up. We'll adjust. We'll come back. All right, handoff, left side of the line. Gets a hole. He's going to go. He's going in. It's touchdown, Tyrone. Touchdown, Tyrone. We'll see who the ball carrier. Bob Irwin, the ball carrier. Bob Irwin, the ball carrier, goes in for Tyrone. He broke through the left side of the Scarlet Dragon line, and he got away from one man, and he went 22 yards. 22-yard pickup. Bob Irwin, their big halfback, goes in for the touchdown, and Tyrone goes out in front 6-0 with 1:52 left in the first quarter. All right, they're set to try the conversion now for the extra point. John Dummo, the kicker, falls down. The kick is up. It's good. It's good. They come back up the field. Tyrone's out in front 7-0. With a timeout. Here's Merle.
Ah, that wonderful fall air, the time for all outdoorsmen to take to the woods, for all ages to take strolls through their favorite mountains and woodlands. If you've ever had a desire to own a place of your own, in some secluded spot away from the humdrum of city life, Kenneth C. Stover Insurance and Real Estate Office in Roaring Spring now has available seasonal dwellings. And heading that list are a few choice hunting camps. If you're in the market to buy, or if you want to sell real estate, whether it's farm, business, or home, make it a point to see Kenneth C. Stover in Roaring Spring.
Skilling will be kicking off for Tyrone, and we got Zook and Conlon back to receive. He approaches the ball. Boy, it's a beautiful kick. Zook peels it down on about the 5-yard line, comes up across the 10, the 15, the 20. He breaks, he ran into his own man, and he goes all the way. Brought up across the 30-yard line, had an open field, and ran into his own man. Hit it going all the way. That's just that's a tough one. Marlon Zook almost broke it and went 95 yards. Jimmy ran into his own man, and he's going all the way.
He sure did, Denny. There was some terrific blocking on that punt return.
I'll tell you something. The Dragons are going to be in this ball game. They're losing right now 7-0, but you stay with us. Brother, they're a fired-up team, and they're going to move her. Okay, it's 1st and 10 for the Dragons on their own 32-yard line. Riding ball, sets Mike Falk and Evan Gokenauer to the left. George Oldham up the middle, picks up 4 or 5 yards, bringing up to about the 35-yard line. He's hit and dropped there. Okay, he picks up 4, moving up to the 35. It's a second down and 6 now for the Scarlet Dragons. Riding ball. Pitch back, Bobby Wareham, right side, gets a block, breaks one man. Boy, he got hit over there. Got her back across the 35, but it
is brought down by Early.
Early brought him down. You can hear the public address man here. If we don't get the Tyrone tackles, I'm sure he's going to get them for you. A pickup of about 3 yards. It brings up a 3rd and 4 now. The clock shows a half a minute left in the first quarter. But I think we're going to see some football here tonight. Okay, big 3rd and 4, clock running. Riding ball brings him out. He fades the pass. He's got a man open. He throws. He hits him. Greg Imes gets across midfield. Grabs down the sideline. Steps out of bounds on about the 42, 43-yard line. A beautiful pass, Jim Williams. A beautiful reception to Greg Imes.
It was a great
I think we're going to see a ball game here tonight. All right, Breidenball brings him out on the big 1st and 10 now. He sends 3 men to the left this time. What is this? A shotgun formation. Direct snap, Bobby Wareham. He's got blockers in front of him. He's going to the left side. He breaks down across the 35-yard line, driven out of bounds over on about the 33. And the clock shows 1 second left in the first quarter. They came out that time, lined up with 2 men behind the center and put 3 men out to the left, and then the 2 backs to the left. And Bobby Wareham took the direct snap, and 3 men leading the blocking, and he carried her down to about the, I'd say the 31-yard line over there, and it brings up a 2nd and 4. The clock shows 1 second left here in the first quarter. Tyrone out in front, 7-0, and Breidenball brings his team out on the big 2nd down play. He sends 2 men to the right this time, Gokenair and Wareham. T formation this time. Breidenball, handoff up the center. George Odom breaks a block in there, breaks another one down across the 30-yard line, down to about the 26-yard line. He's hit stop there. He's got the first down. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the first quarter, and with a timeout on the field, here's Merrill.
There's a twinge of fall in the air, according to Feather Petroleum. Did you notice it? Well, now that should tell you something about what's in store for this area. It told Feather Petroleum that winter is just around the corner. And it told Feather Petroleum to stock up on heating oil so that when you needed warmth and comfort in your home, they would be able to supply it. Feather Petroleum Incorporated of Martinsburg is happy to announce they are well stocked with the finest heating oil available in this area. Feather Petroleum says, why not give us a call today? Phone 793-2139 at 793-2139 for delivery, and you'll be snug and warm all winter long.
Thank you, Merle. Okay, quarters back in. Breidenball brings him out again, a shotgun formation. 3 men lined up to the left. Got Greg Irons at end. Direct snap again, Bobby Wareham. He got caught right there on the 30, make that the 25-yard line. Bobby Wareham took a direct snap, lined off to the right of center, and he picked up about 2 yards on the play. Jim Williams, if he could break that 1 man, he'd have been gone.
That seems to be the case every time, Denny. There's always 1 tackle there to stop it. I think we've got to, sooner or later, there's going to be something open, and we're going to go. These boys are still fired up.
Yes, sir. We're moving the ball. Okay, he brings him out on a 2nd and 8 now. And T formation this time. Sends a man in motion to left this time. Breidenball, handoff, the middle line. George Odom, and he's driving down across the 20. George Odom is running good here tonight, Jim Williams. Really driving up the center of the line.
He sure is. George is putting his head down a little bit there, and when there's not all there, he's making it himself.
We're moving right through this Tyrone defense, and they've got a good one on. Fortunately, they moved through us once. I don't think they're going to get through us too much tonight, Jim.
I don't either, Denny. I really don't. These boys are fired up both offensively and defensively, and I think maybe Tyrone is going to have a lot more trouble trying to score again.
Okay, it's 3rd and 3 now. Ball on the 20-yard line. Breidenball in a straight T formation this time. Breidenball, Mike Mock to the right side of the line, down across the 15. I think he's got the first down. We'll wait for the official to signal. He does. It's a first down for the Dragons, and they're on the move. Mike Mock threw off the right tackle, and it's 1st and 10 for the Dragons. We're on the move. Okay, it's a big 1st and 10. Again, we got the shotgun formation. Breidenball to the left, Bobby Wareham to the right. Wareham fumble in the backfield. He falls on it. Bobby Wareham, a direct snap from center, fumbled the ball, couldn't quite hold on to it, and moves the ball back to about the 21-yard line, a loss of about 6.
22-yard line, where it will be 2nd and 16.
I'm just sitting here listening to the public address announcer. He's doing a better job than I am. I think I'll just hold the mic here and let him tell you about it. down. Dave Brideball brings him out. Straight T formation backfield. Pitches back. Ricky Youngst again. Youngst throws back across field to Brideball, and he's hit. Bang. Wait a minute. He gets away. He throws. He's got overthrown. Oh, my goodness sakes alive. We'll try to tell you what happened. Wait till this guy finishes, then I'll tell you about it.
Time incomplete.
All right, here's the way it went.
Tyrone will take over first and 10.
Brideball took the snap on the T formation, handed off to Ricky Youngst going around the right side. They had good pursuit on Ricky. He turned around and he threw back to Dave, who had gone to the left side. They pursued Dave just as he caught the ball, and he broke the tackle. He had a man open. The pass was overthrown. Tyrone takes over first and 10 on their own 21. All right, Ricky Banks, the quarterback, brings him out, and the official steps in. He's talking to him. Let's wait and see. All right, the official stops it there, and he's walking off 5 yards. He's walking her back 5 yards to the 16 for an illegal procedure against the Golden Eagles, so it's first and 16 now, first and 15. Banks throws across the middle, hits his man. He gets away from one man. He might go. He's hit and brought down on the 40-yard line. Let's see who got him. See Greg Irons. Let's see who else is in there. Irons and Nevin Guggenauer. They moved up to the 41-yard line. Greg Irons and Nevin Guggenauer caught him on the 41-yard line. And, brother, if they wouldn't have got him, he'd have been going all the way. So it's first and 10 for Tyrone. This Banks Jim. I think we should have called for a fair catch.
Oh, definitely, Denny. That boy was within feet of him before the ball was even there. He should have called for a fair catch and let him hit him.
All right, there's the kickoff. It's going down. Zook fields it on the 15. Brings her up to the 20, the 25. He might break. He might break. He's going to go. No, he's tripped up right at the 50-yard line. One man tripped him just by one hand. Got him, just caught his right foot and spilled him on the 50-yard line. And that's twice in a row, Jim, that Marlon Zook almost took her all the way on the kickoff.
That's right, Denny. These boys are still fired up with a little bit of experience. Zook had an open field. This is twice now he's an open field and hasn't seen the light.
All right, we made a couple mistakes on defense, but we still got an offense. We're going to go. All right, we set two men to the right this time. On the ball on the 49, just across midfield. Bryden Ball, the quarterback. Bryden Ball, hands off. Oldham up the middle. Fumble. Mike Mock falls on it. Mike Mock falls on it right away. Right at the line of scrimmage. Right, Mike recovered the ball on the 49-yard line, so no gain on the play. All right, it's a second down and 10. The ball right at the original line of scrimmage, 49. Two men to the right this time. Bryden Ball, back to pass. He's being rushed. He throws. Intended for Mike Mock. And a flag. Interference. I saw it. Mike Mock, the guy was leaning over his shoulder. Mike was going after the ball, and the man just got a little anxious, leaned over his shoulder. Definite interference. The official signaled. Let's see, they're going to be walking off 15. We'll wait for the official to do it. They signaled it. It's wait a minute. We got two penalties here. Hold on. No, it's 15. 15 from the line of scrimmage. Right. Moves her down to the 35-yard line. Little unhappiness here, but there was no doubt about that one. He was leaning over his shoulder. I'm sitting here laughing. Hey, stick with us. This public address announcer is about as good as we are. He called it punching.
Calling Jim Ayers.
Considerable lucked out in this day because Mike Mutt would have never reached that ball.
Yes, he did. Big break. Okay, she's first and 10 from the 34. Again, they send two men to the right this time. Direct snap to Bryden Ball. Bryden Ball fakes a pass. Throws a bomb, but it's almost intercepted. No, he got hit just as he threw it. I don't know, Jim. We had another man in the end zone again, and I guess the pursuit, he's just not seeing him down there. And he threw to Steve Hoover that time, but I guess we're just not seeing the right man. There's good pursuit on the part of Tyrone, though. Dave's not getting the time that he needs.
You said it, Denny. We're getting receivers out there, and we're getting them in the open, but the pursuit is obscuring Bryden Ball's view.
That's all right. We're not out of it yet. She's a second down and 10 from the 34. All right, Bryden Ball brings him out. Sets George Oldham and Greg Iams to the right. He's hit. Fumble. They pick it up. Tyrone's going to go all the way. I don't even want to talk about it.
John Gummo picks up the fumble and returns it for a Tyrone touchdown. The play covers 58 yards.
You heard it.
John Gummo covered 58 yards.
John Gummo came crashing through. Bryden Ball was going to throw the little swing pass out to the left, and brother, he got dumped and he fumbled, and the boy picked up the ball on the first bounce and went 58 yards, and it's a 20-0 ball game. And Gumbo, I don't even look it up, Jim. I don't even know what his name is.
Attempt will be made by John Gummo.
Gummo's his name. Gummo made the touchdown. He's going to attempt the conversion now. There's the snap. It's blocked. Let's see who blocked it in there.
Conversion was blocked.
Who blocked the kick?
Tyrone leads in the ball game, 20-0.
I don't know who blocked it. I think maybe Orville Sheehan, so they come back up the field leading 20-0, and here's Merle.
It used to be that all drugstores sold were drugs, period. But times have changed, and nowadays it's almost impossible to enumerate the many products available and the services offered by Varner's Pharmacy in Roaring Spring. However, Varner's Pharmacy knows that your health comes first. And so, the most important of service is the compounding and dispensing of accurate prescription. When your doctor gives you a prescription, take it to Varner's Pharmacy at Roaring Spring. And when you want photo service, something for the medicine cabinet, some cosmetics, a greeting card, the name to remember is Varner's Pharmacy of Roaring Spring.
Okay, Merle, we're ready to kick off. Skillen's going to be kicking off again for Tyrone, and Zook and Collin are back to receive. And on two kickoffs now, Marlon Zook almost broke and went all the way. One time he ran into his own man, next time a shoestring tackle. Here it is. It's a deep kick. This boy can kick the ball. Rome 25-yard line. 10, 15, 20, 25, up to the 30. Hit and dropped over there on about the 30-yard line. Rum Conlon on a 25-yard kickoff return. Central put it in play on the 30-yard line, first and 10. Jim, I don't know. She sure hasn't. The ball's bounced, but it hasn't bounced to Central. It's been bouncing the other way, Jim.
It sure has, Denny. The whole ball waxes. We've got to give Brideball more throwing time. I don't know if this will change anything. I hope so, but this is the first time that Central hasn't had field position after a punter or a kickoff in the game so far. I hope the boys haven't lost too much of that spunk that they had going into the game.
All right, he brings them out, sets Nevin Goggenhauer and George Oldham to the left. Brideball, jump pass, across the center, thrown to Greg Imes. No, incomplete. Jump pass thrown over in the left flat, just over off Greg's fingertips, and it's incomplete. Okay, it's incomplete to Greg on the left flat. It brings up a second down and 10 now. The ball's sitting right at the 30-yard line. All right, tight T formation this time. 2 men to the left. All right, he's got the protection. Oh, pursuit. They got him. Fumble again. Tyrone ball. Tyrone's got it. I don't know. Jim Williams, you explain that. I don't even want to talk about it. Here, take the microphone.
At the Central 22-yard line.
Well, Denny, Brideball put 2 men out again. He was pursued, went to his right, was hitting the blind side as he was the last time he fumbled, and he fumbled the ball again.
Okay, it's first and 10 for the Golden Eagles. Ball on about the 22-yard line. She's sure not bouncing our way. Okay, Banks, the quarterback, throws across the center. Incomplete, so it brings up a second down. Jim, I don't know.
Pass from Banks to Early.
We've been talking about Central having men out in the open, and they've had an error, and which would indicate that maybe the Tyrone secondary is susceptible, you know, to some passing. But by the same token, with the pursuit they got on our quarterback, they don't need a very good secondary back there.
It looks like that now, Denny. The secondary, I think we can get through it. We can give Brideball time to pass. This Tyrone pursuit is just killing us now.
And they just got 5 yards against Central for offside, so she moves her down. She's first and 5 now for the Golden Eagles. Handoff left side line, bang, Rum Conlon. He breaks away and drives it down across the 15-yard line. Conlon, Pencroft in there. Let's see who else. Number Brian Gates. Trying to see who's getting up. Orville Sheehan in there. Give him a yard. Give him a yard. He's calling it 2nd and 3 here. Ball just across the 15 on about the 14-yard line. Clock shows 4:28. Sends a man far to the right this time. Banks the quarterback. Pitches back. He's got a block. Mike Mock. Good play. Good play, Mike. Good play. Mike Mock hits him back on about the, what is that, Jim? Make that the 12 or 13-yard line. LaRosa, the ball carrier. I don't think he got the first down.
3rd and 2.
They call it 3rd and 2. He did not get the first down. It's about 2 yards short, so we might be in her yet, Jim.
Oh, Denny, I'll tell you one thing. This is the first time that I can remember since I moved back into town, started my own business, that Central's been behind by this far. But maybe the boys just won't accept this.
They're not going to give up. They're going to come back. This Dragon team will come back. Okay, it's a big 3rd and 2 now. Man far to the left. Banks the quarterback. Banks, handoff up the middle. He did not make it. Believe me, he did. Now, wait a minute. He fell to the 10. Now, wait a minute. He did make it. It's first down. First down.
First and 10 for the Tyrone Golden Eagles on the 11-yard line.
He got the 11-yard line. Ronnie Ritchie had him stopped, but he just powered through there and got her up to the 11. And it's a first down now. They can make another first down without going in. But hey, we're just not going to give them this one. Okay, it's first and 10 for Tyrone now. Ricky Banks, the quarterback. Hands off, left side of the line. He drives ahead across the 10 down to about the 8-yard line. Rum Conlon makes the tackle.
About the 9-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. It will be 2nd and 8.
2-yard pickup brings up a 2nd down and 8 now for the Golden Eagles. Okay, Banks brings him out on 2nd down. Sends a man far to left. He's got a pass, throws across the middle, incomplete and almost intercepted. Brideball and Brian Gates both just couldn't hold on to it.
However, there is a flag on
There's a flag on the play. Let's wait and see what the official calls it. Okay, it's a big penalty against Tyrone, the illegal pass receiver downfield. They walk off 15 big ones, moves her back to the 24. So it's 2nd down, 23 to go now. All right, handoff. He's hit behind the line, bang, he got right back to the 25, and that's it. Let's pick him out. There's number 69, Shamball. Let's see who's he hit him first.
23.
Lee Erdy in there to help him. Okay, Jim, what do you think?
Denny, I've been watching this Lee Erdy, maybe one play out of each series. This is a boy that he seems to be the silent type. You don't hear much about him, but I'll tell you, every football team knows they've played against him.
All right, Banks pays the pass. He throws down. He got a man. He's open. He's hit down close to the 5-yard line.
Banks,
Boy.
return ball is complete.
He completed one down there. Ken Croft made the save. Pass down to the 5-yard line. Banks had all the time in the world to throw it, and he did. And he moved her down to the 5-yard line. But they do not have a touchdown. They do not have a first down. They got 4th and 5 for a touchdown. But if I'm looking at that right, Jim, they actually got 4th and yes, it's about 5. The ball's on the 6. They can make a first down without going in. She's on the 6-yard line. It's 4th down. Okay, Scarlet Dragons, dig in. Handoff through the middle of the line. He breaks away. Is he in? He did not get into the end zone, but he might have the touchdown. He might have the first down. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. It's very close. Very close. Boy, I think we might. Let's wait. They're looking at her out there. And there's 15 yards. There's a flag. 15 big ones. Oh, boy, what a break for the Dragons. What a break. Unsportsmanlike conduct. That moves her back. That moves her back. Hey, they move her back 15 yards, Jim. Unsportsmanlike conduct. That's 2 of them, Jim. Now, I don't know whether he had the first down or not. I'm sure he must, or Central would have taken the ball, I think.
Before the previous penalty, Denny, it would they needed the 1-yard line for the first down, and I think they had the first down made.
They were close. We don't know, but the big thing is right now, she is 4th and 14 right now, and the ball's right at the 15-yard line. All right, Banks brings them out. They got a first down. Now, I'll have to figure this one out. All right, he's hit behind the line and dropped. Boy, he's hit back there good. Okay, he's spilled back on about the 23-yard line. Lee Erdy in there now. They got a first down on that. The only thing I can figure, Jim, is they made the first down, and the penalty occurred after the picked up the yardage. Okay, it's 2nd down. He hands off through the right side of the line, gets back to about the 20, and he's hit there by about 3 or 4 of them.
Down to about the 19-yard line.
Number 80, I believe that's Mark Steele in there. Yeah, it is. Mark Steele's in there playing defense now, so it's a timeout now with 36 seconds left in the first half. Tyrone out in front, 20-0. Here's Merle.
Have you ever wondered where you could find an insurance man who is not only qualified, experienced, knowledgeable, and who will be around for years to come? It may be nice to buy insurance from a friend or relative, but will he be able to give your claims the prompt service that may be needed? Can you count on your insurance man to be on your side whenever a claim arises? There's one man you can always count on. That's Kenneth C. Stover, 817 New Street in Roaring Spring. And Ken handles only good insurance. P.S. He's always a good man to see if you're selling or buying real estate. Ken Stover, Insurance and Real Estate, 817 New Street, Roaring Spring.
Okay, it's a 3rd and 20 from the 20, 36 seconds. Clock won't start till the snap of the ball. Banks pays the pass. Good pursuit, and he's got him. Lee Erdy back beyond the 30, about the 32-yard line. Jim Williams, that's the kind of pursuit we've been looking for 3 games.
You're right, Denny. This Lee Erdy, I like the boy. He always shows good pursuit. He's got a lot of guts first time.
Well, they all do, Jim, and they're not out of this yet. The clock shows 18 seconds. She stopped right now. Jim, I don't know. I don't think the Dragons are out of this ball game. We're down 20 points. That looks bad. But we've got more spirit, more plain intestinal fortitude out there tonight than I've seen in 3 games, even though we've won them and, been close. But Tyrone's got an explosive ball club, and we can pass him, but we can get the time. We just have had a couple rough ones, and I think it'll be a new second half, Jim.
I go along with you, Danny. They're going to have to make a few changes during halftime. Central's still showing that strong pursuit, and Tyrone knows they're in a ball game. They're still hitting, and there's some vicious tackling in there. Central is still moving the boys around to get to the passer and to both backs. I still think they can hold him, Denny.
We were running the ball well, Jim. There's no question about in. Now we got 7 seconds showing in half. Central's down 20-0. I wouldn't even begin to call this play. We got 4 men going to the right. Breidenball in a shotgun. This is a Dragon special. He throws to Angst. Incomplete. It's behind the line. Now wait a minute. If the ball's behind the line, it went out of bounds. Now they're blowing the whistle, but I don't know whether that's half or not.
Into the half.
Yeah, they're letting them go off the field. I know what was coming, Jim. I know the play. I think what was coming there. Wasn't there, so we missed it plain. I seen him throw it before. I don't know that was the play or not. But here we are. We're halftime here at Tyrone, and we're on the short end of a 20-0 score. Jim, how do you sum up the first half?
Well, Danny, there was rough ball playing in both sides. The fumbles definitely hurt us very badly. Breidenball, both fumbles was hit on the blind side, which is really tough because you don't see the tackler coming. You're loose. You're holding the ball loosely, and suddenly, bam! You're smacked, and there goes the ball. The fumble that Ricky Angst had, terrific pursuit by the Tyrone punting squad, and Ricky just wasn't able to hold on to the ball.
Okay, Jim. Merle Ebersol, you've been getting a little bit interested in football. I know you've been enjoying the games for the last couple of years, and I don't get your comments very often. Now, what do you think we're seeing here tonight? A better Central team, or about as good, or what do you think?
Well, I don't know, Denny. The fellas seem to be fired up, but it seems like they just didn't quite connect. Just the ball, the bad breaks. The ball goes. It's just almost there, a matter of inches, as Bob Prince would say.
We don't want to get confused with Bob Prince because he's partial, Merle, and we're certainly not partial.
No, I'm sure nobody would accuse Denny Albright of being partial.
Hey, well, I don't think we're out of it yet. Listen, the Dragon Band's on the field. Merle, give a fast commercial, and then let's come back and pick them up.
Dog and Suds Drive-In, Route 36, Roaring Spring, is a booster of the Central High School Scarlet Dragons. This friendly reminder, after the game, stop at Dog and Suds. Try a delicious, tasty coney dog with French fries and a creamy root beer. You'll light up with joy. Try Dog and Suds' delicious crisp chicken or shrimp. Bring the kids along and enjoy wholesome food at Dog and Suds Drive-In Restaurant in Roaring Spring. Another fine community-minded business. So after the game or just any time, for a quick snack, stop at Dog and Suds.
Thank you, Merle. Jim, we were just sitting here talking. I've been back, a year longer than you have. This is the 3rd season for football. And you say, have they ever been behind that far? Not that I recall. I think that 2 years ago, of course, last year we went 10-0. The year before that, we went 7-3. We lost to Chief Logan in the last game. I think it was 19-0. I'm going to throw over here to Bobby Guggenhauer for a minute. Bobby, do you recall in the last 3 years, the 2 years previous to this, have we been down on the short end of a 20-0 score at halftime?
I can't remember one offhand. We've always been right in them.
No, and I'll tell you, Jim, getting back to you, I'll tell you, we've always been a second-half ball club when we needed to be, and I'll tell you, I don't think we're out of it. I don't. Tyrone's got a good team. I'm not taking anything away from them, but so far, our mistakes, or breaks, as Merle says, have hurt us defensively. We've defensed them real good, except on a couple breakaways, and that was it. We give them the ball and the fumbles, and they took advantage of it. Our pass defense isn't bad, except on the one that they cut down on the 5, and our pass offense, if we get it moving, we're going to go. No, Jim, I think there's a lot of football yet to come.
I do too, Denny. When the boys left the field, they still haven't shown me that they've given up. They're still definitely hitting very hard. I know they feel
Nice hand for the Dragon Band. They're going into another formation now. Jim Williams, watch this. Here comes Jamie Mills, the featured twirls with 2 flaming batons.
Who's her parents, Danny? You know?
That's Mrs. Jim Mills over on South Main Street in Roaring Spring. A very nice lady.
Oh yeah, I've heard a lot of nice stories about this girl. She's really good.
Well, she's won all kinds of trophies. She's twirling 2 flaming batons down there. The Tyrone crowd will love this. Let's listen to the band. Big hand for Jamie Mills, featured twirlist of the Scarlet Dragon Band. Jim, I don't think you've had a chance to see the band too much. It's one of the best in the country. It's Jack Schaefer's boys out there. Paul Hunsacker is the drum major.
Oh, it's a real fine band, Danny. This is the first time really I've been able to see it in a position like this. They certainly have a lot of good moves. They're nice watching.
I don't know how many. I'm trying to count the flags down there. They're stopped now. Nice hand from the Tyrone crowd. I hope you're picking this up because we're going Dixie. Hey Jim, didn't you live down south?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
All right, hey, stand up, you rebels. Listen to the cheer.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4, testing.
This is a beautiful thing to see. This is just a beautiful thing to see. The Dragon Band with their 9 majorettes and the featured twirlist Jamie Mills and this Paul Hunsacker, drum major. Boy, he struts around and the band goes into a formation. It's you just got to have color TV or come out to the ball game. We got a football team and a band, brother. It's a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, the Scarlet Dragon Marching Band is getting a complete standing ovation. Complete standing ovation. Everybody in the stands below us from Tyrone is standing up. Now, as I said, we got maybe 4,000 people on the Tyrone stand side of the field, and they're standing up and just applauding for this band. A beautiful thing. The Scarlet Dragon Marching Band. Listen to this drum roll. Beauty, just beauty. Listen to them.
half may be a different story. Knowing Central, I've seen him against Bellwood. I know myself, talking to Steve McGulloch, interviewing today, he is not satisfied with the ball game up to the final minute of football. He realizes that Central has not got the record they have, 36 wins, and got it by not playing heads-up, top-notch football, and by a real fine coach as Central has. Another comment I'd like to make, as we mentioned over our radio station, the standing ovations for the Central High School Band. Many times as a band performs here at halftime, we want to say this has been one of the greatest that we've seen. They've done a tremendous job. The people appreciating it due to the fact that one time we had one of the best drum corps in the state of Pennsylvania right here. And this corps, or this band, may I say, as I was a member of the corps, went to many state championships, and I've seen bands there that could not compare to this high school band in which Central has. It is one to be proud of and long to remember.
Dale, I just want to say, I know the people out in the Cove are going to appreciate that, and since you've been so doggone nice, you're broadcasting live here tonight, aren't you? Right. I'm going to let you give your call letters. It's the Tyrone station. What is it, Dale?
WTRN.
Okay, Dale, thanks again. Appreciate your comments. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from the Tyrone radio station, and the fans here in Tyrone, they like our band and our football team, and we're about ready to kick off the second half. I'm out of breath. I've been downstairs talking, and then Merle, give us a fast commercial. We'll get ready for kickoff.
The average person doesn't have the slightest idea what ingredients go into that prescription he's taking. Because his trusted doctor gives it to him, he takes it with confidence that it will cure the ailment it was meant for. Well, at Varner's Pharmacy of Roaring Spring, you can have the same confidence. Confidence that when you take a prescription to Varner's, it will be filled precisely to what your doctor has ordered. You never get substitutes. You never get inferior ingredients. Next time you have a prescription to be filled, take it to Varner's Pharmacy of Roaring Spring.
Okay, Richard Skillings will be kicking off. Central will receive. Boy, they're back deep this second half. I'm out of breath. I've been downstairs talking, and then Merle, give us a fast commercial. We'll get ready for kickoff.
The average person doesn't have the slightest idea what ingredients go into that prescription he's taking. Because his trusted doctor gives it to him, he takes it with confidence that it will cure the ailment it was meant for. Well, at Varner's Pharmacy of Roaring Spring, you can have the same confidence. Confidence that when you take a prescription to Varner's, it will be filled precisely to what your doctor has ordered. You never get substitutes. You never get inferior ingredients. Next time you have a prescription to be filled, take it to Varner's Pharmacy of Roaring Spring.
Okay, Richard Skillings will be kicking off. Central will receive. Boy, they're back deep this time. Marlon Zook and Rum Collins standing back on the 5 because this boy's been booting the ball. He boots from the far sideline here. He approaches the ball. It's another good one going down there. Okay, it's Collins down on about the 10. He catches at the 15, the 20, blocking to the right. He breaks the block over there. He gets to the 25, the 30, up to about the 37-yard line, hit and brought down, about a 27-yard return. Okay, the ball's on the 37. Rum Collin on a good return. He's made several of them tonight, and so is Zook. They almost went. It's 1st and 10 for the Dragons now. 20-0 here, Tyrone. All right, Mike Mock, a far flanker this time to the left. Breidenball, hands off through the middle line. He's hit. Bobby Wareham goes nowhere. Hit right away. Hit right smack dab on the line of scrimmage and goes nowhere. No gain on the play. Okay, it brings up 2nd down and 10 now. Bobby Wareham sets to the left this time. Breidenball calls the signal. Breidenball pays the pass. He's got the time. He throws. He's got the man. Greg Imes. He caught it midfield. He's down. Greg Imes, beautiful pass. Jim Williams, he had the time that time, and he completed it to Imes on the 50-yard line.
He had a lot of time that time, Denny, and he put that ball right on the mark.
Well, this is what we said. We're going to adjust at halftime and come back fighting, so stay with us. It's got 1st and 10 now for the Dragons from midfield. All right, Breidenball brings him out. Breidenball pitches back. Bobby Wareham, left side, gets a block, gets away from one man. Comes across midfield. Oh, tripped right on the 45, make it down to the 43-yard line. Bobby Wareham was going to go. He was tripped up on the 43-yard line. There was only one man there. Jimmy Williams, that's twice tonight that they made shoestring tackles when we were going all the way.
He sure did, Denny. He had a block in front of him, and he had a clear field, and he was caught from behind, or he'd have been going.
All right, we're not out of it. It's about a 2nd down and 3 now. The ball resting on about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 3 for the Dragons. Okay, Dave brings him out. Breidenball, hands off. Mike Mock, left side of the line. Gets down across about the line of scrimmage. Driven out of bounds. Just about the line of scrimmage. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. He got hit pretty hard. No flags on the play. Mike driven out of bounds after making about, let's see, he says 3rd and 2. handoff. Bobby Wareham, right side. He's got running room. He's got the 25. He's hit over there. He's hit about the 25. It's a pickup about 5 yards on the play. Bobby Wareham scooted to the right side of the line, and boy, they come up fast. He got 5. It's 2nd and 5 now. Brideball, hands off. Left. George Odom through the middle. He's gonna, oh no, he's hit on about the 12-yard line. Boy, this Odom's running hard, and he gets her down inside the 15.
On that play down to the
14-yard line. Down on about the 14, but it's 1st and 10 for the Dragons, and they're on the move.
At the Tyrone 14-yard line.
I hope you can hear me above this PA system, but the Dragons are moving now, Jim. This is about what we was looking for.
It sure was, Denny. I'm glad because we predicted this before. These boys haven't given up one bit.
All right, Breidenball brings him out. He sets 2 men to the right. Imes and Mike Malk set to the right. Breidenball calls the signals. He's back to pass again. Throws to Mike Malk out in the flat. He's down to the 5-yard line, and he's upended there, but he's down to the 5.
Breidenball is back.
All right, the ball's not on the 5. It's about the 6-yard line, and Tyrone calls a timeout. And with a timeout, here's Merle.
Ah, that wonderful fall air, the time for all outdoorsmen to take to the woods, for all ages to take strolls through their favorite mountains and woodlands. If you've ever had the desire to own a place of your own in some secluded spot away from the humdrum of city life, the Kenneth C. Stover Insurance and Real Estate Office in Roaring Spring now has available seasonal dwellings. And heading that list are a few choice hunting camps. If you're in the market to buy or if you want to sell real estate, whether it's farm, business, or home, make it a point to see Kenneth C. Stover, 817 New Street, Roaring Spring.
Okay, it's not a first down, but it's 2nd and 2 from the 6, and Jim Williams, I'll bet you $1, George Odom right up the middle.
Well, it looks like it might be, Denny.
Okay, Brideball brings him out. We're going to make a score. Stay with us right now. Okay, he brings him out, lines up, calls the signals. Brideball, handoff. Mike Malk up the middle. Is he going? He's down very close. He didn't get in.
Carries on the play.
Let's see, he didn't get in. He's down there close.
At the 2 or 3-yard line.
It's about the 2-yard line. It's a first down. 1st and 10 for the Dragons. We're going to go now, Jim.
If he didn't get in, Denny, it wasn't because of the blocking, because there was ferocious blocking in front of him.
What a change in the offensive line, huh?
Certainly is, Denny.
Okay, we're going to go. Stay with us. Okay, here's the big one. She's 1st and 10 for the Dragons now on about the 2-yard line. Dave Breidenball, the quarterback, brings him out. Breidenball, hands off. Mike Malk drives ahead. Did he get in? He's in. Touchdown for the Dragons. Mike Malk, the junior halfback, across his own right tackle and goes in. Mike Malk for a touchdown. Mike was last week's Dragon of the Week, Jim, and he's running tonight.
He sure is, and he's got good short tackles on defense too, Denny. When Mike went over the goal line, he was holding the ball behind his hip. He almost lost it.
All right, the blocking's been great, so she's 20-6 now, and the Dragons are charging back. Okay, let's see what they do on the extra point. Ron Holsinger is in the kick. All right, Ricky Yonks will hold.
Singer will attempt the extra
Snap from
point.
center. It's a fake. Ricky Yonks gets up, throws into the end zone. Overthrows his man. We went for 2. But the pass was just a little bit overthrown. Intended for Nevin Gokenauer. He was open just a little bit out of his fingertips, but it's still 20-6. Tyrone over Central, and with a timeout, here's Merle.
Feather Petroleum says there's a twinge of fall in the air. Did you notice it the past few nights? Now that should tell you something about what's in store for the area. It tells us that winter is just around the corner. It told us to stock up on heating oil, so that when you needed warmth and comfort in your home, we'd be able to supply it. Feather Petroleum Incorporated of Martinsburg is happy to announce that we are well stocked with the finest heating oil available in this area. Feather Petroleum says, why not give us a call today? Phone 793-2139. That's 793-2139 for delivery, and you'll be snug and warm all winter long.
Tyrone, LaRosa, Irwin, and Detweiler.
All right. LaRosa, Irwin, and Detweiler back to receive. Ron Holsinger to kick. He approaches the ball. A good kick. A real good one. Down, inside the 10-yard line. Gets a bounce down there. Picked up by Irwin. He brings it up to the 15. Bang! He's hit by one man. Fumble! Let's see who gets it. We'll wait for it. No, Tyrone got it, but it's down on about the 13-yard line. So they got their back to the wall. 7-yard line. 7-yard line.
8-yard line.
7 or 8-yard line. Jimmy Williams, you called it. You said we needed a fumble. We got it. We just couldn't grab it.
That's right. When the boy fumbled it, he was close to the ball, Denny. I for sure was overrun the ball, and when he dropped it, he just fell over and they laid on it.
Okay, it's 1st and 10 for Tyrone. Ricky Banks, the quarterback. Okay, Big Red, dig in. Come on, defense. Okay, Banks brings him up over the ball. Looks over the defense. Calls the signals. Handoff, left side of the line. Forges ahead up to the 10. Hit and drop there right away. About the 10-yard line. Gerald Rupp will go in there to make the tackle for Central. It brings up a 2nd down and 8 now for Tyrone. All right, the big question now is, can they dig in and stop them back there? They got got their backs to the wall. Banks brings them out. Straight T formation this time. Calls the signals. Banks, hands off on the left side. Balked in good by the end there. A beautiful job by Greg Imes, and he gets help right away. 64, Joe Ripwiggle. Let's see who else is in there. Bobby? Dave Brideball in there. Greg Imes did a beautiful job of defensing him, trying to come around that left side, and it's a loss of 1, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 now for Tyrone. Okay, it's a big 3rd down and 9 now. Let's see, Banks, hands off. He gets around the left end, but he's up past Brideball, misses him, but he did not get the 1st down. Wait a minute, it's close. He might have it. We'll wait. Bob Irwin broke away. Yes, it is. He got the 1st down. Boy, that's a tough one. Greg Imes fenced him in, and Brideball came up fast, but he just slipped off and got the 1st down. He's a good runner, so it's 1st and 10, Tyrone. The ball went to 19. Okay, Rick Banks brings him out. It's a 1st and 10 from the 19. Fumble in the backfield. Let's see who's got it. Tyrone fell on it. It's back on about the 17-yard line. Banks fumbled, lost about 2. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 12 from the 17. We needed that big 3rd down play, Jim. I think we're going to get it yet.
I think too, Denny. Tyrone knows they're in a ball game. The line hasn't loosened up. They're a little jittery now, Denny. No doubt about it.
Okay, Banks brings them out on a big 2nd down and 12 now. The ball on about the 17. Hands off, bang, hit right at the line of scrimmage. He might have got a yard or so. Let's wait and see. Okay, hit right at the line of scrimmage. The ball's forward about 2 yards. Ronnie Ritchie, sophomore, Brian Gates Jr. hit him hard. It brings up a 3rd and 9 now. A big 3rd and 9 again. Let's see, can we dig in? Okay, Banks brings him out. A big play right now. Banks pays the pass. Throws across the middle. Caught, but he didn't get much. Up to about the 25. He was covered by Dave Brideball, Ron Conlon, and brought down right away. It's 20, make it the 26-yard line, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. He completed the short pass across the center, but Ron Conlon and Dave Brideball were right there, and they racked him right away on the 26. So it's a 4th and about 3, and it's a definite kicking situation. And number 86 for, let's see, that's Glenn. Jerry Glenn goes back in front formation. We got the rush on, the 10-man rush. Wait a minute, flag thrown, wait. Flag's thrown. It's an illegal procedure. Moves her back 5 yards. Hey, listen, brother, we got her now. We got a 10-man rush on. Dave Brideball back in safety. We're going to try to block a kick. We need it now. Snap from center. He just gets it away. It's hitting down in midfield. It takes a good bounce. Down to about the 40. It's going to roll dead on the 39. We almost blocked it. We put the 10-man rush on, and we almost blocked it. Dave Brideball just wisely stepped back, left the ball roll dead on the 39, and the Dragons take over 1st and 10 on their own 39. Okay, the last time the Dragons got the ball, they moved her down and went in for the score, and I think they're going to do it again. The clock shows 3:52, and the Dragons come out. They set Mike Mock and Greg Imes to the right. Brideball, the quarterback, handoff. Bobby Wareham coming through the left sideline, spins forward across the 40 up to about the 44-yard line. Pick up, make that about a 4-yard pickup. They call it 2nd and 7. I say 2nd and 6. It's a 4-yard pickup for Bobby Wareham. Through the left side of the line, moves the ball up to about the 44-yard line. 2nd down and 6 now for the Dragons. Okay, Brideball brings him out, sets 3 men to the right this time. Brideball, pitch back, Mike Mock around the right side. Gets up across the 40, the 50, down to the 45, down inside, close to the 40-yard line. Mike Mock on a good quick pitch out to the right, and he takes her down to about the 41, 42-yard line. We'll wait for the official to mark it. They get the 41. It's 1st and 10 for the Dragons, and they're on the move. Bobby Goganair just said he'll take 13 yards at a clip and so wide. But ladies and gentlemen, we said it. These Dragons are going to come back. They're going to win this ball game. I'm telling you. Stay with us. It's 20-6 Tyrone. Okay, it's 1st and 10 on the 41. Again, Dave Brideball sends 3 men out to the right. George Oldham lined up behind him. Brideball, handoff. Oldham through the left side of the line. Breaks the tackle, gets down across the 35-yard line. He runs hard to pick up about 5 yards on the play. He moves her down inside the 35 to about the 34-yard line. About the 34-yard line, it's going to bring up a 2nd down and about 4 now for the Dragons. Again, 3 men lined up to the right. Brideball pays the pass, whistles. I think too much time. Delay a game. The Dragons took too much time. The Dragons got 5 yards here for delay a game. It was a very close one. Just as Brideball took the handoff, the whistle was blowing. They got the play off. Okay, Ron Conlon in now at running back. George Oldham in there. Mike Mock in the backfield. Okay, pitch back. Mike Mock, left side. He gets a block. He's outside of a man. Oh, he slips and falls right at the 40-yard line.
Down to about the 40.
40-yard line. Mike Mock slips and falls at the 40-yard line. So we got a 1-yard loss. It's going to Dawkins. Okay. Ron Holsinger, he kicks it. He gets it away. It's a good one. It's a good one. It's fielded on the 5. Bobbled. Hit right there. Hit right there. He gets away. He's hit back on the 2-yard, 5-yard line. Let's see who got him. Mike Balk down there. Who is that? 80. Mark Steele down there. 3 or 4 guys down there. Hit him on the 3-yard line, and he almost fumbled. Good call, Jim. We got him with our backs to the wall.
We sure do, Denny. I'm surprised that boy caught the ball. If he'd have walked away from it, would have went in the end zone, I believe, on a fly.
Hey, I'm glad he did. Now let's stop him. Okay, Rick Banks brings him out on their own 3-yard line. 1st and 10 for Tyrone. Handoff up the middle, and he's hit right at the 5-yard line. Might have fell across the 5. Let's see.
Campbell carries on the play.
Campbell, the ball carrier. Mark Steele in there. Mark Steele, senior end in there. To make the stop for the Dragons. Move it up to the 6-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup. 2nd and 7 now. Okay, 2nd down and 7 now. Rick Banks, quarterback, brings him up. Handoff through the middle of the line. Bang, he goes nowhere, though he's met there by the whole Scarlet Dragon line.
Carries on that play.
Let's see, there's Brian Gates. There's the end of the 3rd quarter. Brian Gates made the stop. He had help in there from Lee Erdy. All right, at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's Tyrone 20, Central 6. Here's Merrill.
Dog and Suds Drive-In Restaurant, Route 36, Roaring Spring, has the finest food in town. Now stop for just a minute and listen to this. Picture a thick, creamy shake or crisp golden chicken topped off with fries, coleslaw, and a beverage. Sound good? Well, it is good. Stop real soon for the wholesomest food in town. It's Dog and Suds Drive-In. And remember, there's no need to get out of your car. Fast, friendly service, and the best food in town. Dog and Suds, the home of Rover and the creamiest root beer. Stop soon at Dog and Suds at Roaring Spring.
Thank you, Merrill. Jim Williams, I noticed there Mark Steele made a nice play in there playing tackle. See, he's a senior end. He's got him in a defensive tackle, and she's a big crucial 3rd and 6 now for the Golden Eagles.
It sure is, Denny. Steele did make a nice play. These boys, Richie, Gates, the whole line, Denny, they're really getting in there.
All right, Banks brings him out. He's hit right in the middle of the line. He goes nowhere. He goes nowhere. The Dragons hold. Let's see. There's about 5 of them. I want to give tackle credit. I can't see who all they were. Let's just say the whole Scarlet Dragon line. Hit him right on the line of scrimmage. Bang. She's 4th and 6 from about the 7-yard line. The clock shows 11:41. It's 20 to 6. Jim, you're going to see it again. A 10-man rush. Dave Breidenball is back. The kicker back in safety. The kicker for Tyrone is standing in his own end zone. We're rushing 10 men. The big thing is, can we block it? The snap. The kick almost blocked. He gets it away. Breidenball calls a fair catch. Takes it on the 35-yard line. Fair catch by Dave Breidenball, and the Dragons take over 1st and 10. Jim, he got her away, but boy, just barely. That's 2 in a row. We put the 10-man rush on. We're going to block some kicks on that.
Oh, I think we do, Denny. Breidenball made the fair catch. We're in good field position right now. This is a big, good opportunity. We got to score right here, Denny.
Okay, she's 1st and 10 for the Dragons from the 35-yard line. Breidenball, handoff. George Oldham, he drives our hole right up the middle, down to the 30-yard line. George Oldham right up the middle for 5 yards. 2nd and 5, right up to the 30. George Oldham right up to the 30-yard line, driving chunks right out of Jim. We're tearing through them. Okay, big 2nd down and 5 now for the Dragons. Okay, Breidenball brings him out, sets 2 men to the left. Breidenball, pitch back, Bobby Wareham, right side. He's hit behind the line. He's hit dumped back on about the 34-yard line. Thrown back on about make it the 33-yard line. A loss on the play of about 3 yards, bring up a 3rd down and 8. Okay, a big 3rd and 8 now for the Dragons. Breidenball brings him out. He fades the pass. He's rushed and he throws it incomplete. Incomplete. He was hit and he fumbled the ball. He was hit, but the pass, the forward motion was made. The forward motion was made on the pass, so it's ruled incomplete, and the ball's resting on the 35-yard line, and the 33-yard line make it. It's 4th and 8. We got 9:59. We're 20 to 6. We're going to throw one. All right, and Breidenball calls a timeout. It's a timeout Central. Here's Merrill.
It used to be that all drugstores sold were drugs, period. But times have changed, and nowadays it's almost impossible to enumerate the many products available and the services offered by Varner's Pharmacy in Roaring Spring. However, Varner's Pharmacy knows that your health still comes first, and so the most important service is the compounding and dispensing of accurate prescriptions. When your doctor gives you a prescription, take it to the experts at Varner's Pharmacy in Roaring Spring. Also, when you want good photo service, something for the home medicine cabinet,
35 and bang. I see Ken Croft, Ryan Gage. Let's see who all's getting up over there. Ron Conlon, he's hit by a whole batch of them over there. He picks up, let's make it 3 yards, bring up a second down and 7 now. The ball went about the 35. Tyrone out in front, 20 to 6, but they've been in a ball game. He brings them out now on a big second down and 7. Ricky Banks, the quarterback, tight D formation this time, calls the signals. Banks on a reverse, hands off, diagnosed beautifully. Greg Iams hits him behind the line, slows him down. Who made the tackle? What a beautiful play. Who is it?
Carries on the play, loses about 1 yard.
That's Mark Steele. That's Mark Steele. Greg Iams diagnosed that play beautifully, and Mark came up and smeared him. It's about a 2-yard loss. All right. The halfback, quarterback handed off the halfback. He started around the right side. It was on a reverse, and Greg boxed him in, and Mark hit him, and bang, this is the kind of defensive play we need. So she's a 3rd and 9. A big one now for Tyrone. Central must get the ball. Okay, Ricky Banks brings him out. He calls the signals. He pitches back. He tries the right side. He's hit, driven out of bounds on about the 36-yard line. There's a flag thrown. There's a flag thrown. Let's wait. A flag down. It's against Central, and of all things, we stopped the first down. We had a face mask, a walk-off 15. It's 1st and 10 for Tyrone on the 48. Handoff, right side of the line. Gets a block down across the 45, down to about the 43. Jim Williams, a rough one for Central. We had them stopped on 3rd down. It cost us 15, and that hurt.
Well, the boys are awfully anxious, Denny, and it's just one of those things. Usually they don't do it intentionally, but they're reaching and grabbing, trying to make a tackle, and just happen to grab hold of the face mask.
Jim, we're going to get it back. It's 2nd and 5 now from Tyrone. Okay, he hands off right side of the line. He gets yardage down close to the 40-yard line. Let's see. I don't know. No first down. He's hit over there. Dave Bradbull and a couple other guys hit him. He's got 2 yards to go. It's a 3rd and 2. All right, I think we're going to stop it. We got to hold them now. They're on a 40-yard line. It's a 3rd and 2, and the clock shows 7:59. Okay, Banks, the quarterback, brings him out. Banks fades the pass. Pursuit. He's being rushed. He throws it away. Intercepted. Intercepted. Nevin Goodenow. He's going to go all the way. Nevin Goodenow. He's got in. It's a touchdown. Scarlet Dragons. Touchdown for Central. A beauty Maniacs to the 20-yard line. That's okay, Jim. We got 5 minutes and 41 seconds, and we got 80 yards, and we're in a ball game.
We sure do, Johnny. Ricky Young, I knew he had this line, and he wanted to make up for that mistake he made before. He held onto that ball, and there was footsteps in front of him. He still made several yards after catching the punt.
Okay, it's 1st and 10 for the Dragons, and believe me, we're still in this ball game. We got about 5.5 minutes. All right, Dave Brydenball brings him out on the big first down play. Brydenball, pitch back, Bobby Wareham. 2 blockers in front of him. Going around the left side, he's getting yardage. He's up across the 30-yard line. I think he's got a first down over there. Let's wait for him on foul. We got it. Central's got the first down. Bobby Wareham brings it up across the 30-yard line to about the 31, and it's 1st and 10 for the Dragons. 5 minutes showing on the scoreboard clock. 1st and 10, Brydenball brings him out. He sets Wareham and Greg Iams to the right this time. Looks over the defense, calls the signal, sends a man in motion. Hand off, George Odom, big hole up the middle, up to the 35. Odom picking up 5 yards, takes her to the 35-yard line. Bring up a 2nd down and 5 now for the Dragons. All right, Brydenball brings him out. The clock shows a little over 4 minutes. She's a 2nd down and 6. Brydenball fades the pass, throws out in the flat. Mike Mock, he catches it across the 40. Mike Mock, let's see, I don't know whether he got the first down or not. Mike Mock catches on the 42-yard line. Let's see, it's 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Clock shows 4:06. All right, less than 4 minutes, the clock running. 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Brydenball sets 3 men to the left. Brydenball, handoff. Mike Mock hit right at the line of scrimmage. That's it, he's down. He goes nowhere. Might have got a yard. All right, the Dragons in a huddle and the clock's running. She's 3:24 right now. 2nd down and 10. We got to do something. We're taking a lot of time back there. We got the momentum going. All right, Brydenball brings him out. 3 men again to the left. Bobby Wareham sits behind him. Brydenball, pitch back. Wareham, left side. He's hit, spins away from 1 man, hit at about the 44-yard line. He didn't pick up maybe 3 yards on the play, and that's it. And Central right away calls timeout, which is 3rd and 8. Here's Merrill.
Feather service will tickle you. Yes, Feather Petroleum in Martinsburg has that great Phillips 66 heating oil. Have you noticed a twinge of fall in the air? Well, Feather Petroleum has stock up on fill heat, so they'll be able to supply you and keep you warm and comfortable all winter long. Feather Petroleum says, why not give us a call today? Phone 793-2139. That's 793-2139 for delivery service. You'll be snug and warm all winter long. Don't forget that 24-hour never sleeps burner service. Feather service will tickle you.
Okay, the big 3rd down. It's 3 minutes on the clock. Brydenball brings him out. A big one. He fades the pass. He throws long. Incomplete. Just bounced away. Intended over there for Greg Iams. Just that Nevin Gokenhire. I don't know which one it is. We got 86 and 36. Was Nevin Gokenhire. Mike Mock was behind him. And the boy bounced it up in the air, but nobody could get to it, and it's just an inch and we'd have gone 2 minutes 56 seconds on the incompleted pass. She's 4th and 8. We're not going to kick. We're going to go for it. We're going to go all the way. It's 20-14 here. We're going to pull one, Jim. We're going to go.
I sure hope so, Johnny. This is one of the most exciting high school football games I've seen in a long time. Here we are coming up the huddle.
All right, we're going to go. We're coming out. We're lined up on the line. Dave Brydenball, 3 men to the left this time. All right, boys, let's go with it. They jump offside. Offsides against Tyrone, but it won't give us the first down. It will not give us the first down, but it's going to give us, that's right, Bobby Gokenhire just said it's going to make it a lot easier. It's going to be 4th and 3 now.
4th and 3 on that 5-yard penalty.
4th and 3, the clock never started. We used the long count again, draw them offside. 48-yard line, she's 4th and 3. Ron Conlon comes in, Bobby Wareham out. Now we got a 4th and 3. Let's do something. Just get the first down and we'll go from there. Okay, Dave Brydenball brings them out. They jump again. Let's see. Mike Mock, he's across the 50. He's got the first down. The 45, the 40, the 35, and driven out of bounds. That stops the clock. They jumped off sides, but he got back in time. And I'm glad, Jim, we got it on the 35. Now there is a flag. There's 2 flags. I didn't see them. I hope it was them jumping off sides because we got a first down. He signaled. It was Tyrone offsides. Naturally, we refuse it. It's 1st and 10 for the Dragons. 2:49 on the scoreboard clock. Tyrone 20-14 and the Fighting Dragons. Oh, brother, what do you say about a team like this? Win, lose, or draw, fellas. You played a hell of a ball game. All right, he brings them out. Dave Brydenball, the quarterback. Brydenball, pitch out. Bobby Wareham hit behind the line. Thrown for a big loss back there. A big we got a minute 52 left in the ball game. We got a 3rd down and 15 on the Tyrone 40. This has got to be the biggest play of the ball game. The Dragons are in the huddle. They're taking a lot of time. All right, Bride ball brings them up over the line of scrimmage.
15 from the
All right, a lot of time. Bride ball. Bride ball fades, throws across the middle, incomplete. No, he got it. Good run. He's got a game. It's a touchdown. Greg Arms catches it. One-handed catch. Oh, I'll get back. I can't even talk. I can't even tell you. Wait a minute. I'm going to tell you about it. Jim Williams, tell us about it.
Then he isn't hard to believe. Greg Imes went over the left flat, went up for the ball between 2 defenders, and we thought he dropped it. He took it into one arm, tucked it under him, went to the left, got one good block, and went all the way.
And you know what the score is up there, Jim. It's 20-20, and we got a kicker, fella. We got a kicker, and if he ever kicked one, Ron Holsinger, I'll buy you a milkshake, a hamburger, anything. Just put it through the uprights, fella. Let's get it in there. Ron Holsinger into attempted conversion. Ricky Young's the kick. The ball game all tied up. A minute 41. The snap from center. The kick is blocked. It's blocked. It's blocked. Oh, brother. We got a block kick. Boy, I don't think we've had one blocked in a long time, Jim, but they blocked one now, and we got a 20-20 tie here with a minute 41, and we got to kick off to them. But I'll tell you, Jim, we're going to get a fumble. We're going to pull this baby out.
You keep talking, Denny.
All right, Ron Holsinger is kicking off. They're standing deep down in the fumble, intercept, anything. There's a kick. It's a good one. Going down on a 10-yard line. Taken there. All right, let's get him somebody. Oh, he's hit right on about the 25-yard line. Marlon Zook, I think. Let's see who got him. Marlon Zook got him on the 25. The clock shows a minute and a half. A minute and a half. We don't want them to run it out. We want the ball. We want the ball. All right, Banks brings them out. The clock shows a minute 23. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Okay. Banks. Reverse. End around play. And he's getting yardage. Buttonball misses him. He's across the 40-yard line. Greg Imes and Buttonball out. They use the old end around play. They got her to the 40. Let's see what they mark it. About the 37-yard line. Let's see what they mark it here. Now, wait a minute. Clark is talking to the official here. Wait a minute. There's trouble here. There's trouble. Now, wait a minute. They're giving him the 1st down. No, wait. 15 yards. 15 yards against Central. Now, wait a minute. How do you get 15 yards? That's down to, I don't know. Let's see what they call it. Unsportsmanlike conduct, and Coach Clark and the Central coaches are upset. That takes it down to the 45-yard line of the Scarlet Dragons. The clock shows a minute 9. A big 15-yarder. Okay, the ball's in play. A minute 9 seconds. 1st and 10 for Tyrone. Ricky Banks, the quarterback, brings him out. Okay, Banks, reverse, around the right side. He's being chased. Nevin Gokenauer behind the line. He's got him back there. Back on about the 47-yard line. Oh, wait a minute. The official drops another flag. Oh, wait a minute. Come on now. He drops another one. Dave Brideball, the quarterback's talking to him. I think we got, wait a minute. Let's see which way it goes. No, 15 yards against the Dragons. 15 more. 15 yards. Face mask, I think. Let's see. Face mask, I think. It is. Face masking. That takes it down to the 31-yard line. 53 seconds. Boy, what a close one. All right, they got her. 1st and 10. We're still not out of it. We're going to hold. And pitch back. Irwin. On the right side. He gets him down to 25. Let's see. Irwin carries with the 25. He's hit and dropped. There's a timeout, Tyrone. Here, Merle, give us a word. We got 38 seconds.
The average person doesn't have the slightest idea what ingredients go into that prescription he's taking. Because his trusted doctor gives it to him, he takes it with confidence that it will cure his ailment. Well, at Varner's Pharmacy of Roaring Spring, you can have the same confidence. When you take a prescription to Varner's, it'll be filled precisely to your doctor's directions. You never get substitutes, never get inferior ingredients. Next time you have a prescription to be filled, take it to Varner's Pharmacy in Roaring Spring.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got 38 seconds. The ambulance is coming across the field. It's somebody over on the clear down on the other end zone. I can't. Is it a player down, Bobby, or what is it? I think a spectator, maybe a heart attack or something. So, good Lord knows we've had enough excitement. I certainly hope that guy's all right. We got a momentarily time out here. We're running out of tape. We're going to have to. We'll get back to you. We're going to have to shut off here and wait. Ladies and gentlemen, the first down, Bobby. He got the first down, but let's wait and see what the official calls it. Let's wait and see what the call is. It's 15. 15 yards being walked off. Okay, 15 brings it back. It's back on the 44-yard line. Illegal pass receiver downfield, and they would have had the first down. Now it's on the 44. Okay, mix up in the backfield now. All right, they bring him out. It's again 4th and 23. He fakes. He looks long. He throws the ball. Intercept. No. Yes, Dave Bradmore intercepts. He skipped from behind. He gets a block. He's brought down 1 second. That's the game. Wait a minute. 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 Clark is on the field. Wait a minute. I think we had the timeout. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's still Coach Clark trying to talk to the officials out here. Wait a minute. No, that's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. A tie ball game. It is a tie ball game. Both coaches down in the field shaking hands. The players shaking hands. Jim Williams, I am drained. I am completely, utterly drained. Merrill, give us a fast commercial. We got to talk for a minute, and we got to talk about this one.
That wonderful fall air, the time for all outdoorsmen to take to the woods, for all ages to take strolls to their favorite mountains and woodlands. Now, if you ever have the desire to own a place of your own and some secluded spot away from the humdrum of city life, well, here is your opportunity. Kenneth B. Silver Insurance and Real Estate Office in Roaring Spring now has available seasonal dwellings. Heading that list are a few choice hunting camps. If you're in the market to buy or if you want to sell real estate, whether it's farm, business, or home, make it a point to see Kenneth B. Silver in Roaring Spring.
Thank you, Merrill. I think I got my voice back. I'm sitting here still staring at that scoreboard clock, Jim Williams.
A woman's
20 to 20.
turned in.
Wait a minute till this guy gets off the PA system. All right, he's done now. We'll talk. The game is over. It's a 20-20 tie. That's the way it goes in the books. It goes in as a tie. But I'll tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, and especially the football team. Boys, this was no tie. This just proved to everybody the kind of ball club you are. You got a tie score, but you won a ball game. There's just no doubt about it. Jim, I don't know what more they could have done. We said it all night. They came back the whole night. It was definitely a far superior Central team here tonight. The whole first half, even though we were down 20 points, it was still Central. The ball took a couple bad bounces, a couple fumbles, and Tyrone